Bear, I give upon you the legendary relic.
Join the team.
Hey, this is the McGuire Review, and Bear and I have something special today, so let's get locked in and ready to go. As you can see, we don't have much on the table today, but we do have something very, very special. It is a legendary relic. Bear, I give upon you the legendary relic. Okay. Yes, that is right. We have obtained one of the legendary relics made by PUP. Now, if you don't know much about PUP, I'm going to show you this card right here, and it is a organization that is in Indianapolis, the same place where we have our epic annual Gen Con event for all of those board game fans out there. If you're watching this video and you're not a board game fan, you may want to check that out. I will have links in the description below to Gen Con's website, as well as some of their materials, as well as our organization we're going to take a look at today, and what this special little item here is all about. So I'm just going to read this card to you, because I think that'd be the easiest way to just understand what PUP is all about. So, make the change you want to see in your city. That's kind of the slogan there they have on the back of this card. And it says, all PUP products are made almost entirely from salvaged materials. Each one is built by hand in our Indianapolis studio, where we combine architectural fabrics, event banners, and reclaimed seat belts to create high-quality, responsible, one-of-a-kind products. Key there, one-of-a-kind. At People for Urban Progress, and that's what our PUP stands for, we're making a smarter, more sustainable, and more resilient city, one product and one project at a time. And then there are some social media items that are right there at the bottom. They do have looks to be a Facebook page, a Twitter account, and a Instagram account, and all of those I'll put in the description below as well as their address that you can go. And I think it's on every Wednesday they offer tours of their studio, so if you are in the Indianapolis area, you can go in and have an actual tour of the studio where they're making all the products. Again, you'll find all those things in the description below if you want to further check that out. Here's a little sticker that they did include, just simply says PUP, and you can put that wherever you want, but it's a nice little sticker that they put in with their products. Now, let's get to the item of the day here, because this is something that is really special. So if you remember on the card, they talked about projects, right? One project at a time. And one of the things that PUP does is they'll take reclaimed materials and they'll make products from them. Well, they've formed a partnership with Gen Con, and I do want to make it clear, this video is not affiliated with Gen Con. It's not affiliated with PUP. No one has paid me to make this video. This is just a product that I recently purchased, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. And I think it's just one of those really cool, once-in-a-lifetime type items that you can acquire. It's a one-of-a-kind kind of item that you can get, and I just thought it was very, very awesome. And Gen Con has been marketing these through their newsletters that go out to anyone that's subscribed to that newsletter. They have been marketing the PUP products, and what it's all about is Gen Con partnered with PUP, and they gave them, I don't know if all of them, but they gave them a good portion of the signs that are all around the city. So when you go into Gen Con and you go to the convention, there's these huge, really thick, high-quality signs that are hung up all over the streets. They're in the convention center. They're outside near the beer garden. They're all over the place. Well, Gen Con as an organization, obviously those are their signs, and they would keep those signs. Well, they've offered a portion of them from Gen Con 50 to PUP, and PUP made a project around it to turn those signs into various products. I have a wallet here that I've purchased, and there's various different types of products they make. They make wallets, they make messenger bags, they make purses, they make totes, they make DOP kits, tech DOP kits, all kinds of different things. But for this particular collection, it looked like they focused on maybe some of their more better selling lines of product, which would be the wallets, the messenger bags, and I believe there were some smaller purse type totes that they made as well. I may be wrong about that, but they definitely made messenger bags and wallets. And again, these are one-of-a-kind items, so you can imagine they've got all these signs in their studio. They're cutting up the signs and they're sewing them together and they're making these products. So once they're gone, they're gone. And I did check, and this video, if you're watching it today, I literally just checked. There is no lapse. It's going to be a shorter video. I did just check, and they have, I believe, three different messenger bag styles still available, and there was 17 different wallet styles still available. But again, once you buy and they're gone, because when they released these on April the 30th at about 5 p.m., that's when they actually released the collection. And trust me, I was there refreshing the site, ready to get my wallet of choice, and I was able to do that because I was right there when it went live. But once they're gone, they're gone. So you'll want to hit that website, pick the style that you want. Go ahead and get that. And I don't think you're going to be sorry, because the build quality of these are really, really good. It's a really high quality build, the way that they've stitched and put this wallet together. And again, you got to think it's made out of those really durable signs. I mean, the signs it's a really, really thick material. So I don't think that's really going to be breaking down over time, or if it does, it's going to take a long time for that to happen. I would see this lasting as long or maybe even longer than those Mighty wallets, the wallets that are made out of that special paper that you can't rip, those rip challenges. I would see something like this lasting just as long, if not longer, than those types of wallets. Probably even longer, because it's a much thicker, much more durable material in here than those paper wallets. So there are a couple things that they do include. They just kind of stick in the product here. One of them is the Gen Con 50 tag here, which shows you that this is made from the Gen Con 50 flags. If you are a Gen Con goer, you'll know that Gen Con 50 is was a pretty big deal for all of us last year, and that's why I definitely wanted to jump in and get one of these from those flags, because it is a memorable, time in history. And then it does come with a little marketing material here that just calls out the name of the product and the wallet, and then it has some promotional stuff inside. And it is nice. It really does say exactly who it was hand built by, and mine was hand built by, it looks like, Amy B. So a little shout out to Amy B there for her work on my particular wallet, because she did a great job. This looks absolutely perfect in every way of how it's put together. Stitching is nice and clean and straight. And everything looks really, really good. So on the outside of the wallet, I did go with a style where one side has a little bit of that golden dragon from the main, gold dragon on the sign. And then on the back, it has a little bit of the reddish part of that dragon. But I really wanted that high contrast of getting that gold, because again, it was the golden Gen Con 50. So I definitely wanted to have the gold on the wallet. And then on the back, it's got a little bit, again, of that reddish part of the dragon. And actually, we can look at this picture right here, and this is probably going to give us an indication of exactly where it's from. And it looks like this part right here of the dragon, more down there in kind of the stomach area, is probably where this is from. And then, again, this golden part is going to be right coming down from this area right here is where it looks. You can kind of see the ridges sort of in the muscles in the hand from there. So that's probably exactly what part of this it is. And then on the inside, it's a very simple bifold wallet. I do like that they put their PUP branding right there, which I think is pretty cool. And again, every one of these were different. So depending on which parts of the signs they used to make this product, you'd have different insides. I just thought this one looked really cool. I've got a little piece of the main banner sign where it's got a black background, and in the gold letters they've got Gen Con written out, so I've got a little piece of that. And then most of the other parts of it, well, you would say this black piece probably came from here as well. But everything else is really from that actual signage that looks like this picture here that would have been hanging up. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 spots to put, cards. You do have an inside pocket to slip a card. That's probably where I'll put my license, is right in there. And then you just have the simple one open pocket, which, this style is really cool. If you open it up, you can see it's got more of that standard Gen Con sign in there where it says Gen Con. So I just thought the style of this one was awesome. It was by far my favorite. This style I do not believe is still available. I do believe these have sold out. Again, I was there right when it went live. But I think these have sold out. But they do have a ton of other still really cool styles that come with, there's a style that just has the Gen Con sign where it's all black and yellow, like this piece here, like the inside of this wallet, which I think is a really cool look as well. And they do have quite a few styles left that have the golds and the reds and the orange contrasts from the main dragon here that are out there. They have another one that's really cool that kind of cuts down and it's got some of the gold from the very bottom. So there is some, and it's really hard to see here, but there's a pile of gold that's kind of in the background that this dragon is sort of perched up and sitting on. And they have a style still left, I believe, as of 10-15 minutes ago that still had some of that gold on it, which looked really cool. So they're still out there, and you definitely want to take advantage of this if you can. Again, super high quality. Guys, it's a limited run. You're not going to have the chance to pick these up again. Obviously, next year, hopefully they still do this partnership and they continue to do this over the course of time where they get these and they do a project every year. I don't know if they're going to do that. It would be cool to see them continue that partnership, but I just thought this was one of the coolest things coming out of Gen Con 50 as a product line that you could pick up and have hopefully for a very, very long time. So go check them out in the link below, and if you're interested, I definitely recommend picking one up because it's going to be the only chance you're going to be able to do that. So hit that like, click the subscribe below to join the team, ring the bell. This has been the McGuire Review, and we'll see you next time. Roll them crits! Let's go, Bear!